All right, we're going to look at one more thing with box plots today. Today we're going to find what's called the interquartile range. That sounds like a really big word. It's really not as difficult as it sounds. We said earlier this week when we first looked at box and whisker plots that there were 4 quartiles, that a box and whisker plot helps us split our data up into 4 sections. And I drew this exact same thing on that first day. There's our 4 sections. Well, interquartile range sounds a lot like inner quartile, which means the inside quartile. So if I just erase those two, that leaves me with my 2 interquartiles. So if I want to find interquartile range, we know that range means we're subtracting the biggest number minus the smallest number. Well, interquartile range is very similar, but we're just subtracting our upper quartile and our lower quartile, or the 2 ends of our box. So we're taking this number over here, and we are subtracting this number over here. So that might sound a little confusing. It's really not. I'll show you 2 quick examples. Before I do that, our word of the day is rabbit. Another animal that has whiskers, since we're talking about box and whisker plots. All right, so this first one says find the IQR of the following box and whisker plot. So I'm doing exactly what we just said. I'm looking for my upper quartile, or Q3, which is right there, and my first quartile, which is right there. I'm going to look and see where those numbers are. Well, my third quartile is on 14, my first quartile is on 9, and we know that range means to subtract. So I'm doing 14 minus 9, and we know that 14 minus 9 is 5. So 5 is my answer for that first one. Second one, exact same thing. I'm looking for my third quartile and my first quartile. I see that this one is halfway between 8 and 9, which makes it 8.5. And this one is at 6. So I've got to subtract those. 8.5 minus 6. Remember, when you subtract with decimals, you need to line them up. So 5 minus 0 is 5, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So I get 2.5. So that's it. IQR is just like range, but you're just subtracting your third and your first quartile, aka you're just subtracting the 2 sides of your box. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd be happy to help you out.